Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of Kincaid Creations. As per the usual, I'm your host, Kincaid. I want to tell everybody thanks for all the support, all the views, everything. And man, 78 subscribers. That feels pretty good. It's not massive, but it's something good. It's progress. So thank you to everybody who is subscribed and who is just watching these videos. I appreciate it. So thank you all for everything you do to contribute. This is why I do this. I do it so you guys can see. Today, I'm going to be showing you something a little bit different than my usual. Today, I'm going to be showing you a DIY, if you will, do-it-yourself, on some of the minifigures that I make. It's a simple thing, but for a lot of characters, it can make a huge, huge amount of difference. And Batman is just the best figure I have to show you. What I'm going to show you is how to make the shoulder pads on the minifigure, or pauldrons for those of you who are really detail specific, we'll say. But anyways, I'm going to be showing you all how to do that today. It's pretty simple. So what you'll need is you'll need a hand, just a regular Lego hand removed from the socket. The minifigure I'm going to be showing you on is Iron Man. Yes, I know he has one, but I'm going to be showing you how to do the other. That way you all can see exactly how I did it and how I put it together. So anyways, you will need one little tube of super glue, preferably something with a delicate applicator. You'll need one Lego hand, and this part's not necessary, but it helps. You'll want a little base plate stand that you can set aside with the figure to let it dry. And then this, now these are my scissors that I use for cutting up Legos. You can get them in any Harbor Freight store, not sponsored by the way. Anyways, Harbor Freight is a good place to get them. That's the only place I've seen, but they work great for slicing up any of your Lego figures to better ones. That's what I use to make a lot of my custom parts, like my General Grievous. That'll be the next video I show you guys, that I've been working on. It took me 3 days, turned out beautifully, but that's another video. So, yeah, just a Harbor Freight store near you. That's where you can get these things. Now, they are very sharp, and I mean very exceptionally sharp, so you have to be very careful with these. So, what you're going to do first, you're going to take the scissors, put them around the wrist very delicately. See? You got to be careful, otherwise they'll either fall out or you'll hold them too tight and cut yourself. Now, this is the delicate part, but this is how you do it. Notice how my scissors are gripped around the wrist very, very tightly. So, you hold the hand here so it doesn't fly off and you lose it. And then you just very delicately, very easily squeeze until, finally, that little wrist piece pops off like that. And that leaves you with the hand minus the wrist socket. Sorry, it's hard to see because I can't get a good hold on it. My hands are all crusty from glue where I've been doing this earlier. I did it on a lot of figures just as soon as I figured it out. Now from there, the next part, this is very difficult. This is where you've got to be very, very careful. Take the hand like this. Notice one side of the hand is on each side of the scissors, and you're going to hold it by those hands, but not where your fingers are in the way of the blade. So be very, very careful, and just very delicately, very gently, forcefully squeeze until you get the hand apart, and you have the two separate pieces that look like these. Now, the next step, you take the glue, you pop the cap off, and you're going to hold the claw, or, well, this half of the claw hand, very gently and delicately, like so. See, it's hard to do unless you're very, very good with your hand-eye coordination. Video games help that, by the way. So now you're going to add just a little dollop of glue. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I hope you can. Just a touch. And then you're going to put the claw on just like that. If I can get it to go on right. There we go. And that is what your end result would look like if you do it right. Now, sorry, I gotta hold it here for a second, just so it can be attached and glued right. There we go. See? Now, you don't have to do this part, but it's going to stay on a bit better if you do. What I'm going to now do is set it here so that it can be dried. Now, I have some finished products to show you how it'll look. Obviously, Batman. And you can change up how you position the hand. I did different on my Ultron drones as well. And it doesn't look as right, but it's still there. It still looks good. So, as you can see, this is a very versatile thing, and I figured you guys would appreciate it so you could do it yourselves. So, yeah, that's just one of the ways I do it. I'll probably make videos showing you some of the other methods and ideas and how-tos behind how I do some of this stuff, i.e. like this. Yeah, whoops, sorry, my kickstand's starting to break. I need a new one. But anyways, yeah, it's just that simple. So, to those of you tuned in, thank you. I hope you can take this little trick and use it for yourselves in the future. So, yeah, have a good evening, and I hope you enjoyed the video.